everyone, it's Shannon again with the Also Archives. Today I'm not at work, I'm actually at home in my basement, but today is a very special video because this is my medical school acceptance video. I've been accepted to University of Arizona College of Medicine in Phoenix, and I will be starting next spring. So it's been a long journey for me as far as medical school. So I'm gonna get into a little bit of the nitty gritty and then tell you more about where I'll be heading. I originally applied to medical school in 2018. So for those who don't know, the medical school application cycle is a year long. So you apply and then you have to wait a whole year to see if you've actually gotten into a medical school. So I applied to about 32 schools and got one interview out of all 32, and then I was waitlisted and then ultimately rejected from that school. So I didn't have any luck the first time around, but I didn't give up. I took some more additional science coursework at home at my community college and University of Maryland as well online. I became an EMT. As some of you all have seen in my previous videos, I'm now a volunteer EMT. I continue my work as a scribe with the homeless sites and just continue to build my resume so I could prepare for my second application cycle. So now fast forward to 2020. I submitted my application back in June of this year and applied to about 32 to 34 schools. And this time I had much better luck with the application cycle. I had a total of 3 acceptances and multiple interviews from schools, and some of which I even was able to fortunately be able to decline interviews once I saw that schools really weren't the best fit for me. And then I lucked up on University of Arizona College of Medicine in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm super excited about the program, and after I interviewed, I was like, this is really where I want to go. And I just waited for the call, and the dean of the medical school actually woke me up at I think it was like 8:30 in the morning that I received his call that I had been accepted to the College of Medicine class of 2025. And he just spoke very highly of my application and how he thinks that I embody what is called grit, which is the ability to keep going and persevere even though you have gone through a lot of difficulty. And he said that just showed through in my application. The committee and everybody was all for my application, and they really wanted me to be a part of this medical school. So I'm super excited about it. I can't wait to relocate and be able to start a new journey and begin finally working towards becoming a physician, which is what I've always wanted to do. I would say when I first got the call, and about a week or two after, I was excited, but then at the same time I was more nervous and anxious than anything, just because I'm like, oh my gosh, this is actually really happening. I'm gonna actually become a physician, and now it's become real, when really it's always been an aspiration, but to actually be happening, it was a completely different thing for me. So I had to kind of deal with that and think it through, like, okay, you were chosen for a reason. You're capable of doing whatever medical school will require of you, and you just have to take it one step at a time once you get there and not worry about it right now. So that stage was about 2 weeks of anxiety, but now I think I've accepted the fact that I'm actually going to be becoming a physician, and I'm just really grateful for the opportunity coming from the previous cycle where I had literally no prospects at all to this cycle being able to kind of pick and choose where I think is best for me out of all the options that I've been grateful to receive. I've had a lot of people along the way discourage me from pursuing a career as a physician. People would tell me, yeah, there's other things you can do to help people than be a doctor. Or, medical school takes so long, you'll be in your 30s by the time you graduate. You can just do this or do X, Y, Z, and that'll get you more money and this. or will just flat out just say, yeah, I don't think there's anything else you can do to really strengthen your application. They were just discouraging to an extent, but it never pushed me over and made me want to give up on my goals. But aside from the negativity, I've always had my parents, my family, of course, my aunts and uncles, a lot of the physicians that I've worked with, church members, and all these people that have stayed in my corner from that first application cycle way back in 2018. So those people, those positives, heavily outweighed whatever negativity I was hearing from the other side. So now it's finally happened, and to all the people who said I couldn't do it, I did it, and I'm going to an MD school. I'm going to be Dr. Alsobrooks. But this was just kind of like the blast of saying I've finally gotten in, I've been accepted, and I will be attending University of Arizona Phoenix College of Medicine probably around May, June is when I'll be heading out. So thank you so much for tuning in, and if you have any questions or anything like that, please drop a comment, and please like and subscribe to my channel, the Also Archives, and I'll just be posting kind of my journey as it goes forward these next few months. So thank you again.